Hello Commanders, Commander Plater here. Just wanted to talk about something today on Elite Dangerous, and it's as opposed to a trade route or some bounty hunt or anything like that. It's the topic of exploration. Now, it's been on my mind for a while, and I've been thinking about it. And here's the thing. Is it time to leave the bubble? And of course, when I talk about the bubble, I'm talking about the populated areas of space in Elite Dangerous. So, your areas where you've got your Federation, your Empire, Alliance, and the Independents. Now, I've been doing a lot of combat, a lot of bounty hunting, and I've really, really enjoyed it.
Scan detected.
Now, the thing is that Elite Dangerous is a 1-to-1 scale galaxy with over 400 billion systems, and I spend most of my time flying back and forth between the one and the two same systems. Now, just to make money, and the only reason I'm making money is to improve a ship that I'm not going to be able to go and see the rest of the galaxy in. And I want to see the galaxy. Now, I've played probably around 800 hours of the game. I've made a ton of mistakes. I've died loads, and it's that kind of thought of am I getting the most out of the game, or am I just kind of getting on with it, just doing a bit of this, bit of that? To give you an example, here we go. So I've died 31 times. I have let's have a look. I have assassinated 213 people. I have killed 783 members of whatever faction in a combat zone, and I've done some trading. So I've made 106 million in trading, which is alright, not bad. Mining, I hated mining. And I visited 671 systems, which is a lot more than I was expecting, to be honest. But I've only done a little bit of scanning, and I've barely explored. Especially with my being in an SRV, I've only travelled 23 kilometres. So I've done very little. When you think about it. And CQC, I barely touched it because it's a great way for me to just get frustrated because it's got no depth to it, and that's the thing. I'm after depth in the game. So I've got up to Rear Admiral rank of Federation, Master in the Empire, and I feel like it's time to get out there and see the world. So this is going to be the beginning of Commander Plater's pilgrimage across the galaxy, and I feel like it's potentially a good time to get out there. There's not a lot going on. Update 2.1 is coming, and until it drops, there's nothing really at the moment to keep me here. So I'm going to head out there. First thing I'm going to do is pop over to a star system where I can buy myself an ASP Explorer. I'm going to fit that out so that I can make it as best as I can, so it's going to get a maximum jump range. I don't want to jump too far in one go because I stand a chance of missing lots and lots of stuff. So it's definitely I thought in my mind of there's going to be a real balance between how far you want to jump, because let's face it, the temptation is going to be to keep jumping as far as possible every single time to get as far. I do want to get out of populated space, but I'm aware that the first maybe 500 light years is going to be the most dangerous.
Fuel scooping complete.
So we're obviously going to see how that goes, and the reason why it's going to be the most dangerous is because I've got a couple of bounties on my head, and people are probably going to hunt me down as NPCs, of course. People have literally no reason to hunt me because my bounty isn't particularly high, because I've only recently died, actually, to be honest. But I've got some, what is that? About 220,000's worth of bounty, so I'm barely worth hunting down. Now, I'm thinking that what I'm going to need is some shields, fuel scoop, discovery scanner, probably a detailed surface scanner as well, actually, just to get the extras from it, just in case it's going to be pretty useful. I want to see how it goes. So anyway, onto Adam's orbital to pick up my asp. Okay, so here we are at Adam's orbital, and I'm going to purchase my asp. Now, my ass? No. So we are going to store my current ship, which is just a Sidewinder, which I use for kind of, I guess, ferrying myself around from place to place. So I've parked up my Imperial Corvette and my Type 9, and I'm leaving them behind. It's quite good that you don't have to pay like any admin fees or storage fees or anything like that for places. But yeah, that's a pretty handy thing. So we're going to get on and we're going to do the outfitting of it, and I'll probably speed through this just because it's probably pretty boring, to be honest. But yeah, let's get on. So I thought I would show you guys one of the most interesting things that I've found so far whilst exploring. I'm not particularly far out of the bubble yet, only a few hundred light years, and I've encountered a water world. But it's a water world with a ring system, which to me that's something I've never seen before. So I thought I would share that one with you guys. It's quite a large ring set. As you can see, it looks like there are gaps in between them, so you can see the icy rings, and then it looks like there's a gap in between them, but there isn't. It is actually just a very kind of low density metallic rock rings. Now, I certainly thought it was worth having a little look at, because it certainly is an unusual thing as far as I'm concerned. So here you go. This is the wonderful. It looks like a big blue marble in space because it's completely featureless. Definitely odd. No cloud. Seems to be, and it looks very, very peaceful. You'd imagine it'd be like a giant swimming pool in space, which I don't imagine it would be, because I mean there's got to be some kind of wind in there. To be honest, I didn't check what the atmosphere was like. That's probably something I should have looked at, but I imagine it would have been nitrogen based, because for water to be in its natural state you'd expect something fairly similar conditions to Earth at least. But you know, for that much water there'd probably have to be life, which is exciting to think about. And obviously my thoughts on leaving the bubble, now I'm this far out, was I'm going to try and push forward as quickly as possible. It's taking a long time to explore every system in detail, and I have found a few systems where I've been the first person there, which has been quite exciting. You know, a couple of stars which will have the discovered by Plater on them, which is quite exciting. But you know, there's so much. Even though almost every single system I've been to, someone else has been there first, scanned the primary star, and then moved straight on. So the fact that I'm stopping, I'm scanning some places, if ever I come across something that hasn't been discovered already, I go out, I scan it, and hopefully I will be the the person who gets to hand the exploration data in first. But you never know who's on the way back from exploring already, and that's the thing. It is a massive, massive galaxy. Who knows what people are up to? But yeah, this is my wonderful water world I found. Anyway, guys, there you go. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to talk about today was just give you guys an idea of how far I've come across the galaxy. So as you can see, I'm currently in some randomly named system. I don't even know how they come up with these names, probably all part of the procedural generation. But as you can see, that's where I've started off, and that's where most of my ships are stored, and I'm still nowhere near the centre of the galaxy. I think in total I've come around 630 odd light years. There's still plenty of a way to go, thousands in fact. And what I'll do is I'll provide you guys with regular updates as I go, if anything interesting that I find, and hopefully try and do kind of a weekly exploration kind of video for you guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and add me in game. Thanks for watching, guys.